the bathroom like that. If you give us a second, we'll take you to the station, and you'll use the bathroom, okay? We'll take it quick. Is that fair? All right. Deal with this officer for me right here. All right. Damn, what?
Of the law, the right decision was made. It's just that it's a damn shame that he gets to lean on the letter of the law, and the state of Nevada and the parole committee had to lean on the letter of the law because he's somebody that I believe doesn't only deserve to be in jail, he deserved to be under the jail.
Tank is done. Tank is hung him up, shoes off, get the bag, put a plaque up, he done. Tank is done.
When
period.
When you say done, you mean like not fighting anymore? Or not?
Tank is checked out mentally. Tank is gone mentally. Tank looking for the big bag of Jake Paul, Pacquiao, something sort, and he's looking to, hey, I'll see you later. Tank is standing. He's not gonna fight Shakur Stevenson at all. At all. I don't care how much money Turkey offered, give him 4 Lamborghinis, whatever. Tank ain't taking that
When
fight.
the shocking news broke that Gervonta Tank Davis's fight with Jake Paul was officially canceled, the entire boxing world froze. Fans, analysts, and even promoters couldn't believe what they were hearing. This wasn't one of those routine postponements or last-minute contract disputes. This time, it was something much bigger and far more serious. Just days before stepping into the ring, Tank found himself at the center of a civil lawsuit accusing him of domestic abuse, kidnapping, and assault. The moment the story hit the headlines, everything fell apart. Within hours, Jake Paul's team and Netflix, who were both heavily invested in the event, decided to pull the plug completely.
Be 1 foot in, 1 foot out, too. What are you talking about? You know how much money you got? You know how hard it is getting out that bed to go run early in the morning in the gym for hours, and you know you looking at 20 million easy. You own all this real estate. You rich. You don't have to do this ever again. Then the compounding interest, like let's say 20 million in the bank. He get 5% off of that, so he probably making $500,000 in interest. He not even spending his money. So it's like, hell yeah, he out of here. What? He gone.
It all began just 2 weeks before the big fight. Gervonta Tank Davis was locked in training camp, pushing himself to the limit for what was expected to be a record-breaking Netflix event. Jake Paul versus Tank Davis, live from Miami. Everything seemed on track for one of the most talked-about nights in boxing history. But then, out of nowhere, the lawsuit dropped and everything changed overnight.
Jake Paul, Gervonta Tank Davis, the fight is in jeopardy. There's another, yes, I said another domestic abuse allegation against Gervonta Davis, and that may either destroy, postpone, change the entire event. There's been a lot of allegations against Tank. When things like this happen over and over, I think this is his 4th or maybe 5th allegation of domestic abuse, you kind of start to have to look at the person that's being accused of such and go, why do you keep ending up in these situations? And the way it's described, we've even seen Tank do some of the things already on camera. I don't think that's something that Netflix is wanting to be a part of at that point. I don't know if Jake wants to be involved with somebody like that, which is why they're starting to look for potential replacements.
That was all it took to send shockwaves through Jake Paul's camp. Within hours of the lawsuit surfacing, panic started to spread behind the scenes. Most Valuable Promotions, Jake's own company, quickly released a public statement saying they were investigating the matter. But insiders say that investigation didn't last long at all. Less than 48 hours later, the decision was made. The fight was officially off.
Champion boxer Gervonta Tank Davis out of jail tonight. The famous South Florida fighter bonded out less than an hour ago.
Now he's accused of assaulting his ex-girlfriend in front of their children. CBS News Miami's Trish Christakis is live at the jail in West Miami-Dade with details on the allegations against.
Back in 2020, Gervonta Davis made headlines for all the wrong reasons. A shocking video surfaced online showing him forcefully grabbing the mother of his child by the neck during a charity basketball game in front of a crowd. The clip went viral instantly, and within hours, Davis was arrested on domestic violence charges. The incident painted a dark picture of a fighter who was supposed to be one of boxing's brightest young stars.
2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Street 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6,
7, 8, 9, 10. One, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9.
Then came 2023, a year that made things even worse for Gervonta Davis. He was sentenced to 90 days of house arrest and 3 years of probation after being involved in a hit-and-run accident that injured 4 people in Baltimore. For many fans, that was a moment they started to wonder if Tank was completely losing control of his life outside the ring.
Tank Davis, he got arrested. I mean, any thoughts on that one?
He did, huh? Again?
Yeah, again.
Hey, look, I actually like Tank Davis. He's a good, he's a good kid. He's a good fighter, a great fighter, actually. He's one of my favorites. Just get your that's it, basically. Just shit, you don't hit women, man.
Now, in 2025, this latest lawsuit takes things to an entirely new level, one that could completely shatter whatever is left of Gervonta Davis's reputation. For years, he managed to recover after every controversy, always bouncing back with a big win inside the ring. But this time feels different. The accusations are serious, detailed, and public, and they've already started to redefine how fans, sponsors, and promoters see him.
That they were officially canceling the fight, saying Most Valuable Promotions immediately initiated an investigation. No, I had the wrong one. Okay, I'm reading this one. Most Valuable Promotions and Netflix have announced that Jake Paul versus Gervonta Davis, the one I was reading was the one from late last week, originally scheduled for Friday, November 14th at the Kaseya Center in Miami, Florida, will no longer be moving forward. Quote, our team has worked closely with all parties to navigate this situation responsibly, said Nikisa Badarian, CEO of MVP. While we will not be moving forward with this event, our plan remains for Jake Paul to headline an event on Netflix in 2025. And that is what I'm hearing as well. They want him to fight in December. That is the hope. And they're actively looking for a opponent. More on that in a moment. Details regarding a new date, location, Jake's opponent, and additional bouts will be shared as soon as they are finalized. We thank Netflix, Kaseya Center, Seminole Hard Rock and Hotel and Casino for their partnership.
Right after that statement, the dominoes started to fall fast. Netflix, which had already filmed and scheduled multiple promotional teasers for the Jake Paul versus Tank Davis event, immediately pulled everything from its platform. Every trailer, every behind-the-scenes clip, gone overnight. The streaming giant wanted no connection to the controversy.
We pulled up to Tootsie's and up a girl, dragged her through the parking lot, and in the face, and it's like, bro.
Okay.
Like,
wait, but how do you know that happened?
It's a lawsuit. Miami-Dade is coming. There's video, like everything, bro. He did this public. Like, you have to understand, this guy was sober.
November 14 fight card in Miami, which was set to be Netflix's next big blockbuster after the Jake Paul versus Mike Tyson event, has officially been scrapped. What was supposed to be one of the most watched sporting events of the year is now completely off the table. For Gervonta Davis, this wasn't just about losing a fight. It was about losing a massive payday and a golden opportunity to rebuild his image in front of a global audience.
The Jake Paul Tank Davis fight has officially been canceled. It is off. It is not happening on November 14th. It is not happening in 9 days' time in Miami on Netflix, and I don't think it's ever happening. So if you weren't a fan of this fight, I think you got your wish. Now,
while Tank's career now hangs in the balance, Jake Paul's team didn't waste a single second. The moment the cancellation became official, Most Valuable Promotions immediately shifted gears. According to multiple reports, they're already planning a brand new Netflix headliner for December, and this one could be even bigger if they pull it off.
Hey, Jake, pick up the phone, champ. I've been calling you. Pick up. Let's make the fight happen. Pick up the phone, man. Stop playing. Fucking Jake.
Jake Paul has always had a sharp business mind, knowing exactly how to turn controversy into publicity and promotion. In the past, he thrived on drama and used it to build hype for his fights. But this time, he's taking a very different approach. He's keeping his distance. We stand against violence. The show will go on, but not with Gervonta Davis, a Netflix spokesperson said.
How is training for something like this? Obviously, smaller guy. How is this in the training aspect, Jake?
Yeah, there's a lot of punching down, practicing, hitting below my knees, and a lot of speed.
Warming up.
We're sparring.
That's what we need.
We're sparring.
Warm up.
Some
I know
8-year-olds. I got the 8-year-olds in there.
If I find out anything, I'm gonna beat your ass and I'm gonna beat Jaden on Love ass. On my mama, I'm gonna beat both of y'all ass. On my mama. And he laughing. He know. He laughing.
What are you talking about?
What
does he have to do with this?
Let anything. You know what I'm talking about. Let anything. Nah, I don't have to say it right now. Don't worry about it. I don't gotta say it up here. Let anything happen. And I'm gonna show you and him back.
It's incredible how quickly everything unraveled. Not long ago, Gervonta "Tank" Davis was being hailed as boxing's next superstar. Even with controversial win over Lamont Roach, his raw power, charisma, and marketability made him one of the sport's most exciting names. On top of that, his connection to Floyd Mayweather added a layer of prestige and protection, making him seem almost untouchable in the boxing world.
The feeling was like in the ring, and was it to get the towel out, to get the burn out of your eyes, or what was going on? And
I didn't want to get caught. I didn't want to get caught while my eyes was burning, and you can get knocked out like that. So I'd rather take the knee than But I didn't really know that you can get disqualified for all that, or when you start counting, I'm like, what the hell? But I don't know. It's cool.
Reactions from the boxing world were mixed and intense. Some fighters voiced genuine concern, saying that Gervonta Davis clearly needs help and support to get his life back on track. They spoke about the importance of guidance, therapy, and intervention, emphasizing that a career can only thrive if the person behind the gloves is healthy.
All right, so the Jake Paul versus Gervonta Davis fight has been canceled because of new charges that came up on Gervonta. You heard it here first. Hit the thumbs up on the video. Make sure you share the video. The fight is off as we know it right now. Stay tuned for more.
Gervonta Davis entered 2025 with an impressive record of 30 wins, 0 losses, and 1 draw, including 28 knockouts. He was meant to be the face of the lightweight division, a once-in-a-generation puncher with power and explosiveness that drew comparisons to Floyd Mayweather. Fans imagined him dominating the ring for years, breaking records, and becoming a household name beyond boxing.
I don't know if it's just because I'm getting older now or what, but I feel like Gervonta is a hell of a fighter, but he needs to get his mental together. When I hear some of his interviews and I see some of the stuff that he's saying, I can just tell that he's not in love with the sport no more. I can tell that he didn't get his just due. I mean, it was crazy to hear that he said he got evicted out of a house or something like that.
Over the years, Gervonta Davis's career has been marked by courtroom visits, suspensions, and constant public controversies. His journey in boxing has been more stop and go than any champion should endure, and this time, the situation might be beyond repair. Because when you're facing battles both in the court of law and the court of public opinion, no single victory inside the ring can fix the damage done outside it.
We can debate the top fighter in the world pound for pound. We can do that. What we cannot do is debate who's the most exciting fighter, who's the biggest box office attraction in boxing. That would happen to be Gervonta Davis. We just got to accept it. I think that Frank Martin is a talented fighter. He'll make some things happen down the line in the future, but we'll never look at him the same after that destruction. Not to say that we won't respect him, but we'll never look at him the same because he got destroyed by Gervonta Davis. And that's no shame, that's no slouch, but damn, still in all, if you get destroyed, you get destroyed. Gervonta Davis is the #1 box office attraction. Who I want to see him against next is Shakur Stevenson. I don't want to see him against Devin Haney because Devin Haney has proven to me that he's not a good punch taker. I want to see Gervonta Davis in the ring with somebody perceived as having enough power to put him on the canvas too. That's what I want to see.
This situation brings up a question that has lingered over boxing for decades. How much can the sport turn a blind eye to talent? Boxing has a long history of protecting its biggest moneymakers, from Mike Tyson's arrests to Floyd Mayweather's domestic violence cases. Time and again, champions were allowed to keep fighting, and controversy was often swept aside as long as the fights sold tickets and pay-per-views. It's heartbreaking because inside the ring, Gervonta Davis was nothing short of extraordinary. His speed, timing, and one-punch knockout power reminded fans why boxing could still feel magical. Every fight was a showcase of talent, explosiveness, and excitement that made people believe in the sport all over again.
The exhibition match with Jake Paul and Gervonta Davis, what's your thoughts on that? Just overall, do you feel like Gervonta Davis is more checked out than being checked in boxing right now?
Sentí que Gervonta Davis está más desenganchado del boxeo que enganchado con el boxeo, considerando lo que aceptó con Jake Paul.
Sí, totalmente. He's lost Netflix. He's lost what would have been the biggest payday of his career, and now he might have lost his entire legacy. Gervonta Davis's story isn't finished, but it has reached a breaking point. The real question isn't whether he can step back into the ring and throw another punch. It's whether he can ever rebuild what's left of his name. Right now, the boxing world isn't asking when Tank will fight again. They're asking if he should. So what do you think? Has Gervonta Davis thrown away everything he worked so hard to build? Or is there still a path to redemption in the ring? Share your thoughts in the comments below. Hit that like button if you want more updates. And don't forget to subscribe. I'll catch you in the next video.
If you're really not happy with Tank, first off, don't watch Tank. Don't do it. You know what I'm saying? You support it, then what you doing? You can't not support and support at the same time, right? So if you're a boxing purist, then this fight with Roach is really more for you. It's going to be more up your alley, you know? If you just like all entertainment, all fights, all hypes, all everything, then you're gonna want to tune in to the Tank and Paul show there, you know, because that's all for entertainment. What does it? For entertainment purposes only, right? It's just say like somewhere in the small print of the promotion. For entertainment, don't do this at home, kids. You know, so fine.
Disclaimer.
Yeah, disclaimer. For entertainment purposes only, you know. So you know, it's money-making purposes only, you know. It is what it is, people.